night for lovers of music.
I'm Karina Smirnoff, and I've won more titles than any other dancer in this competition. Now, I want the Dancing with the Stars trophy.
Dancing the Cha-Cha-Cha, Floyd Mayweather and his partner Karina Smirnoff.
Ready for action, nip it in the bud whenever relaxing. Outcast is everlasting, not clashing, not at all. But see my wings a little acting. And that's for anyone asking, give me one to pass and drip, drip, up there goes a reaction. No, y'all wanted that, you know, can you feel that? Yeah, yes, it's
Come on, lady, dance only with me. You look so fine, driving me. I'm in my mind. Ooh, I like the way you move. I like the way you move. It's so sexy, baby. I love the way. Ooh, I love the way. I like the way you move. I like the way you move. I like the way you move. It's so sexy, baby. Ooh, I love the way. I love the way.
All right, well, welcome back. Happy Halloween. I'd like to alert the Television and Radio Hall of Fame, right? If you're watching right now, this is about to go in the archives amongst the greatest moments in television history. Here they are, Mike Tyson and Bobby Brown with Monster Mash.
I hope you're ready.
I was working in lab late one night when my eyes saw a sight. For my master, his slam, suddenly to my surprise, he did a master mash. He did a master mash. It caught a flash. From my laboratory in a castle east. And I see my mama sitting all over my face. And it goes in the box for me. Woo! In the box of black toys. They did a box of mash. They did a box of mash. They did a box of mash. Hey, they did the box of mash. Oh, they did a box of mash. Yeah!
You know, that's a tradition. I play that video around every Halloween. What's going on? Where's my camera at? You know, I guess we should just jump right into things. You know what's been really making me sick? Big John Fury. Somebody should punch him in his gypsy mouth. I think I'm going to call him out for an exhibition. He been showing his ass to try to get a fight with Mike Tyson. So let me just go ahead and just slow down a little bit. Today was the final press conference for WBC champion Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury, versus he left the UFC heavyweight champion, now with the PFL, ESPN's MMA organization, Francis Ngannou. They faced off today at the final press conference. Last face-off before the fight is at the weigh-in. So, cringy press conference. It ain't nothing. Don't listen. I guess I want to say it like this. It's no replay value. And Tyson Fury has been really cringy since that last Deontay Wilder press conference. You know, since he told him he was going to just run straight through him. You know, I guess I have to give you a little taste of what I've been talking about with this press conference. You can kind of see like how fucked up of a it's just ill. But take your time out, like the video, subscribe. Let's go watch a little bit of it, recap it. I am going to be here on Saturday covering this card. I actually like the card. Outside of the main event is just a money grab, and I'm going to go ahead and say it. Big Tyson Fury fan, been covering the man since 2010. For the sake of boxing and to stop all this bullshit, I want, for instance, Ngannou to knock his ass out. But then again, if he does, that means we don't get the Usyk fight, right? But somebody's got to pay for all these exhibition bullshit fights, man. But anyway, listen in.
Together for a special day on Saturday. A day what no man could ever better. Look around you. The promotion, the best in the world. Other people need to take note throughout the world, you know. And even me, I'm honored, I'm proud to be alive, first of all, and to be in this great place of Saudi and sat in the company of these great people. The Mike Tyson on there made me son after me son Tyson. But you know what? Give me a special mention. The man who bred him. John Fury. Fears no man. Fears no man on earth. No matter what they've done, no matter what the accolades, John Fury only fears one person. And he's not even of this world. That's God Almighty. Here I am! Any man alive wants to fight John Fury? I'm here ready to go.
I think I can fuck him up. I think we should call for a TstreeT versus John Fury 4-round fight. No drug testing. Well, no drug testing for me. Drug testing for him. He's the criminal. You know, so but I think we should put that together.
Mike Tyson, what have you got to say?
Punch him right in his gypsy mouth. I'm tired of him. Somebody need to shut him up. I'm just building up the fight. Somebody need to shut him up. I'm gonna punch you right in his motherfucking. Punch him right in his mouth.
My brother.
Hey, brother, I'm just looking forward for this fight to start. And when this came to me, I said, there's no way this is going to happen. And then I watched him spar. And listen, Spence was there too. He hit this guy, I don't know what sparring, but some white guy. He hit him, but not only did he hit him,
that's
he broke
racist.
His leg when he went down. And I said, man, there's a possibility something good could happen here.
Let me tell you, my brother, the world is going to see what's going to happen to your man. Your man will get his head boxed off and stopped at will, my pal. Don't you worry about that. And if I'm wrong, me and you will fight straight after.
Yeah!
Yeah, man! Yeah, man, the great man! Whatever the outcome, me and you will fight.
All day, baby.
Get on there, my brother.
In the new heavy.
And listen, he was real shameless with it too during this whole press conference. He was trying to get Mike Tyson into a fight. You know, like basically, I'm guessing some type of exhibition or something. I say that we lock him away. You know, I don't want to see him at no more press conference. Unless it's Tommy Fury, it's like, okay. But Tyson Fury don't need him. And I knew something was up because they started bringing all the security on the stage and shit. And I'm thinking like, yo, Tyson Fury and Ngannou been like cordial toward each other. So when this motherfucker, let me show you the clip. When this motherfucker walk out, I'm like, oh man, it's going to be some fucking bullshit. Where you at? And the WBC, Mauricio Suleiman is there. What the fuck is he doing there? Shout out to the WBC Vive network. Like, what is he doing there? You know, like, look. Oh, and you gotta see how they shield for the Aussie money. We got a lot of topics to talk about. We just letting the beat build. Let me start it from the beginning so you can see all the shilling that they did. Remember all that shit the Pakistanis used to talk about Amir Khan, talking about some, well, you know, the Arabs, they would put all this money together for Amir Khan to fight on a yacht in front of the prince. Amir Khan can make $50 million in one night. They ain't never put together that Arab money for Amir Khan. They ain't never put it together. And I got a theory too about why Wilder Joshua is having some issues getting money from the Saudis, but the Saudis funded Fury versus Ngannou. I got some theories there. But watch this shilling shit. And I sat here and watched this shit. I watched the whole 2 hours and fucking 26 minutes. I watched the whole shit. Like, I'm getting back into like my, you know, like my grind. So I'm watching just like, I watched the Amanda Serrano, poor woman. I forgot the poor woman's name. I watched that shit. It was on mute. I watched it. You know, I watched the Shockey Foster versus Freddie Hernandez final press conference. Looking forward to that. It's growing on me. Put it this way. I'm going to be here on Saturday. We're going to be covering the shit out some boxing. And I'm covering Amanda Serrano fight tomorrow. It's going to be busy. But anyway, let's get back to the shilling.
Ngannou. Special event in the heavyweight.
But seriously, what's the WBC Suleiman doing there? Also, we don't have a question. An answer on if this is an original bout. An official bout. I think they're trying to sneak this shit in as an official bout. They're probably not going to tell us the fight night so we don't get all pissed off. Don't be surprised if they try to make this in a fucking official fight. What's Mauricio Suleiman doing there? And that's not a special belt, is it? If they make a special belt for this, somebody let me know. I don't know. I smell some shenanigans.
Division. Let's first welcome a native of Cameroon, now fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. He brings a professional MMA record of 17 wins, 3 defeats, with 12 of his 17 wins coming by way of knockout.
Don't say that, country. Don't say that, country boy. Don't say that.
Lineal mixed martial arts heavyweight world champion, Francis the Predator Ngannou.
I gotta mute that. It's some trash ass UK rap. I cannot stand UK rap. Stormzy's pretty cool, but and Lawrence O'Collie. I like Lawrence O'Collie shit. I had to mute that, my bad. Trash ass UK music. But Stormzy's cool. This dude sounds just like Booker T. I could have sworn. I was like, is Booker T doing commentary? We go, Mike. Can you do reefer in Saudi Arabia? I don't think you can you? But Mike probably got a private jet. He probably got that shit on the plane. I gotta mute that. We're waiting for everybody to get up there. And then look, ain't nobody gonna be able to sit down until the Saudi prince, the money man, comes out. Don't touch that belt, Ngannou. Don't touch it. You don't got no right. But seriously, anybody giving Ngannou a chance? What if he knocked Tyson Fury the fuck out? Just fuck up the whole heavyweight division. That would be nuts. That'd be wild. Come on, man. Hurry up, Tyson Fury. But yeah, I want to do a video on the next crop of heavyweights. You know, the Fabio Wardleys, the Justis Hunis. You know, like the new blood that's coming up.
The lineal boxing heavyweight world champion and the reigning WBC heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
I don't know who this DJ is. They was playing fucking from Tupac to fucking Lady Gaga. By the way, Tyson Fury's been on my shit list. Did I tell you guys, I never believed that those negotiations with Anthony Joshua and Usyk was real the first time around. Like, this is the fight he always wanted. He just was stalling on some bullshit to make people think like, well, you can't say I didn't reach out. You can't say I didn't try, but he never had no intentions to. This fight with Ngannou has been long in the making. Yeah, Bob Arum is eternal. Bob Arum smoked a lot of weed, too. That is a fact, no bullshit. That's like my wish list to be able to smoke with. I want to smoke with Bob Arum, Chavez Jr. I want to get drunk with Adrian Broner. And I want to do DMT as with Mike Tyson as my shepherd. That's the Saudi dude. I gotta mute that. That's the big money right there. Turkey Sheikh. Prince Turkey Sheikh. That's really his name. So I was like, y'all don't do nothing. You know, let's take some pictures. Let me hold the belt. So he paid for all that shit. That's all his. Then after he get off the stage, everybody sit down.
Round there, every time it's draw, win or lose, none of my friend them give up. Let's do it.
Ew, fucking UK rap. Sickens me. Sickens me. I don't know, man. I don't know what Sugar Hill doing. Hey, listen, you know, it's a money grab. You know, I can. Here's the thing. I have a right to bitch and complain. That's my right as an American. But it don't mean, you know, like I'm going to pay for the fight. I'm going to watch the fight. I'm going to be here covering the fight. But I can still bitch and complain, you know? Look, dude, getting out of there. He said, you know what, let me go show my face. Let everybody know who this is. All right, now they can sit down. Soon as he got to go take his seat first. Then they can all sit down. Who's winning? I'm going with Ngannou. I'm going with Ngannou. And look, here's this motherfucker. See how the security coming out? For this. So anyway, earlier in the video, I was saying I'm calling for a exhibition against John Fury. I want to show him who's a real man. And he's been talking too much. And I want to punch him in his gypsy mouth. So we could put something together. And if he wants a real fight, instead of calling out old ass Mike Tyson, then I'm here. TstreeT versus Fury 2024. Let's make it happen. Everywhere I go, people are talking about this fight. They're like, yo, man, TstreeT. They're saying, I heard them saying, you know, he was in talks with Tyson Fury pop. And I'm like, you know, man, we can't talk about it, man, you know. I'm saying waiting on the call from Al Heyman. Waiting on the call. But yeah, he's going to take over this whole press conference pretty much. The press conference is going to be really cringe. If I was to rate this press conference on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving this shit a 3. The replay value, there is none. There's no quotes. There's no shenanigans outside of bullshit irritating as Big John Fury. You know what? They can put me versus Big John Fury on the undercard of KSI. I mean, Tommy Fury versus KSI 2 if that happens. You know, I'm open to negotiations about weight, but he looks like he's a much bigger guy than me, so he's going to have to come down and weight. You know, we got to make it fair. Also, he needs to make sure he's doing drug testing. I want needles, all that shit. I'm not taking no needles, though, but he got to take needles.
That the world is talking about. We have seen 20-foot tall statue. Like Riyadh season takes place.
An arena.
What can you say? I'm useless.
Hey, what do you
But I'll tell you what happened.
So listen, what you're going to do is, and it's the last clip we're going to watch of this before we go watch the face-off and talk about the fight and talk about the heavyweight division, because already I'm getting sick of hearing this guy's mouth, and I want to punch him in it.
Maybe not you, but your son.
Let me show you who's a real man, Big John Fury. If you're listening to this, TstreeT Controversy is calling you out.
Bottle to burn. Bottle to burn.
What did you say?
I'm ready to go right now, my brother.
I can beat him. I said maybe not him, but his son.
You see you, my mate. Take the glasses off so I can see the fear in your eyes. Take your glasses off so I can see the fear in your eye. Tell him, Tyson. Put it on him.
No, I'm afraid of you. I'm scared of you. But your son, I'll take him out.
Well, the apology can be accepted and you're man enough to apologise, so I'll take that as a good one. Good luck, because you're going to need it, my brother.
We all need it.
That's right. See you tomorrow.
Wow. Let's just get a round of applause for that little exchange. Tremendous.
Let's get this party started. Let's get Saudi Arabia rocking.
Let's bring in Mike Tyson. Obviously, there's a possible fight with John Fury one day, but let's talk about this fight going on Saturday night. Francis Ngannou is a man that you are guiding, you are coaching to dethrone Tyson Fury. Tell us your thoughts heading into this fight.
Hey, listen, I thought this was ridiculous too until I saw him spar. You know, I watched him box around, he moved, but when I saw him hit this guy's 6'9", 6'8", big, strong. When he hit the guy, I never saw nothing like that before. Spence said he saw it before. I never saw it. He hit the guy in the chin and broke the ankle, the leg. Hey, listen, man, if he could do that, man, it's possible he could be heavyweight champ of the world. It's been a long time since I've seen a knockout. It really wasn't a knockout, it was just a leg break or something.
So the power is real.
Oh, it's definitely real. It's definitely real.
How does it feel to be training to knock out a guy that you were named after?
You know, that's it.
Well, he was named after you. Yeah.
I always say, if I could be involved with a fighter that could beat the greatest fighter in the history of life, hey, I want to be a part of that team.
Brilliant. Fantastic, Mike Tyson. Let's bring in the Predator. The man with it all to do, the man who once again is being written off on Saturday night like you have been your whole career, your whole life.
Talk shit, Francis, now.
Tell us about...
Francis is not going to talk any shit. I can't do it. I can't watch this shit. Okay, well, all right, we'll listen a little bit to Fury. Let me see if I can find the part where he actually was talking some shit. This guy right here just was, ugh. I've had enough of this Big John Fury guy. I've had enough.
Who's that talking now?
We shall see.
Who are you, by the way?
We shall.
John Fury is saying here.
I thought this dude was Booker T.
If I'm wrong, I'll eat with a donkey Sunday morning.
I think we what, 48 hours away? You're going to find out.
Good.
You're going to find out, brother.
We had it all before, mate. 34 times before. What they're going to do, not going to do. You're no different.
In the new heavyweight champ in the world.
Behave yourself.
Francis,
behave.
Right way.
Behave.
Yeah, Ngannou.
How can a man of your credentials talk like that? Come on, boy.
I can hear you very well.
Man. The new champion of Mothercare, that's all he'll be. Good God almighty, man. Don't embarrass yourself, Mike, honestly. You can't beat my son. Just be a man and say, you know what, we've come here to try our hardest, but we're messing with the best
I
heavyweight
take care of you. I'll take care of your son, and Mike Tyson will take care of you.
How
about that?
Mike, no, let me tell you, mate. I'm here, pal.
He's been chasing me for 40 years. He's been chasing me for 40 years.
My mother never bred a coward, and I'm not a coward. I'll fight now with any man in the world. That's right. My mother don't breed cowards, and I'm telling you somewhat now. For the best heavyweight in the planet, I must be somewhat. And don't underestimate John Fury, because I'll die throwing my hands.
It's a fight going down.
I'll whoop his ass.
All that talk is useless now. We shall see.
Who are you, by the way?
We shall see.
Who are you?
Tell him who you are.
Who's this man?
Hey, you know who the fuck
Who
I
is
am.
he?
I'm the Black Cobra.
Character.
You know who I am.
Hey,
At the end of the day, we're not here trying to talk. 2 days the world will see. In 2 days the world will see. I'm sick of this guy.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Let's go watch the face-off. I can't do it. I can't do no more. 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 I'm sorry. I can't do it. And then this jackass starts trying to get in on the face-off with his shirt off. He gets his shirt off. Then they're playing reggae. You know, I mean, it's the Saudis. Give him some time, you know, to put things together. But anyway, Tyson Fury is supposed to be fighting Alexander Usyk in December. This is supposed to be, you know, like a little pit stop, pick up some money, and it makes the fight less of a bother to me because it's like, all right, cool. It's going to be a quick turnaround for him to fight Alexander Usyk. It's like, all right, you know, that's what's up. However, until they get into the ring. Look at this. 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 Look. Look, they had to cut him out. They had to trim him out. I think it's disgusting how he's just up there showing his ass to try to get a fight with Mike Tyson. You know, what do they call that when somebody like think delusions of grandeur? Like he think he bigger than what he is. But if he fight me, you know, we'll show him how small he is. So I say put me, give me. And I'm already cutting weight. I'm on a whole bunch of shit. I'm pissing hot. Put me in a fight, a 4-round exhibition against Big John Fury, and I guarantee you, I'm going to punch him right in his... I'm going to knock him out. I'm going to knock him out in front of his son. Make the fight happen. Everywhere I go, people are talking. They still playing this reggae shit? I don't know what that is. So it's like I would love to hear what they're saying, but they playing tunes.
I saw you yesterday. It's the little man France.
See, if I play it, then that music's gonna get me copywritten. You know, so I don't know what's up with John Fury. You know, he over in Saudi Arabia, you know. Don't get me wrong, they're opening up over there, you know, but I wouldn't be acting a damn fool in a foreign country. Fuck all that shit. You know? But yeah, he's become quite annoying. I guess that's what I'm saying. So anyway, do I feel that Tyson Fury, that's the end of that. Jeez. Let's go look at something real quick. Let's see if they actually put the undercard on BoxRec yet. The fights that I'm interested in is going to be Martin Bakole versus Carlos Takam. Fabio Wardley versus David Adeleye. I like that fight. I really like that fight. Joseph Parker versus Simon Kean. And the Moses, I forgot how to pronounce his name, the 18-year-old heavyweight prospect. But overall, those are some nice, solid fights to put on an undercard of a fight like this. You know, I'm really interested to see what the pay-per-view buys are going to end up being for this fight here in the States because I don't hear nobody in the States talking about this shit. And if I'm being honest, I dabble over on the MMA side of things, and I'm not feeling any real buzz from the MMA community about Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou. And the pay-per-view is $80. You know, $79.99 this shit is, man. You know, you're not hearing about people traveling over. And if I'm going to tell you a little bit of some inside stuff, they, like, sent out media credentials. Like, it's hard to explain, but from a media standpoint, it also seemed to not be as much interest as well. You know? But am I going to watch the fight? Yeah. Am I going to, you know, sit here and bitch during my post-fight video? Not so much. Tyson Fury is really just 6'7", not 6'9". I think he's about 6'8". That 6'9" is a little exaggerated. But then again, no, not really. Like, dude's a big dude. You know, I seen him once. I think it was 2 events. I think it was one in Philly. Trying to figure out what event he was at. I mean, he's a big dude. Like, for real, for real. Like, for real, for real. You know? Just like when you, like, Deontay Wilder, you would think, like, you know, that motherfucker don't got no legs. Like, his fucking ankles are something, a sight to behold. Like, for real, for real. But, if I was to pick a winner between Fury and Usyk, I'm going to pick Fury mostly because he can do everything. He can fight on the inside. He's got that height and weight that he knows how to use to lay on you. He can jab. If he wants to box Usyk, he can box. You know, he can hold his own. He may not have all the accolades and the amateur accolades that, you know, a guy like Usyk has, but dude can really box. So, you know, yeah, it's this bullshit right here, you know, with the Ngannou fight. By the way, I think if he wants to, he can beat Ngannou left-handed. I wonder how long he's going to carry him, because looking at the footage that I've seen from Francis Ngannou, especially at the media workout yesterday, he was gassed out at the media workout, sweating his ass off, lunging at his punches. Like lunging with his punches. So, you know, I'm wondering how long, you know, Tyson Fury is going to carry him. I'm thinking, you know, and even if you think about, you know, with boxing, you know, now, Tyson Fury may not be as successful as we may think he'll be using his body against a guy like Francis Ngannou. After all, he's coming from, you know, a combat sport where they wrestle. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what they do. You know, that's their sparring. So I don't think I don't think that's going to be too much of a factor, but going a 12-round fight. That's the thing. And I think, you know, him gassing out, dropping his hands is going to get him cooked and knocked the fuck out. Like, I see Francis Ngannou laying on the mat. Now, one question is, will this be an official fight? Because something's telling me, man, that they're going to try to, you know, it's a 12-round fight. It's a 12-round fight. You know, that's a little disturbing. Let me see something here. Fury. And then they putting that WBC belt on the line. They keeping it secret. Look, even Dan Rayfield asking questions. From the time Fury and Ngannou was announced, I've been asking if it's an official bout, as it goes on the records of the outcome. Not only no answer, but serious evasiveness from all I have asked. Also, the card is not listed on BoxRec, which is highly unusual in fight week. Something funky's going on here. Something funky's going on here. I hope they don't pull. No, I don't think they can. They can't pull that off. They can't make that an official fight, right? They can't do that. I mean, they did it for Mayweather, Conor McGregor. What if Mayweather had belts? Mayweather versus Conor McGregor was an official boxing fight. What if Mayweather had, you know? But that's the slippery slope we're going down with these boxing events, because the state of boxing right now. For example, the heavyweight division is the most expensive division for broadcasters. You got guys like, for example, let me pull up the rankings here. Let me pull up something. By the way, take your time out. Like the video, subscribe, and TstreeT Controversy with Fight View 360. I'm going to pull up the boxing rankings here. And we're going to do just some crude math. Some really crude math. So let's look at the top heavyweights, right? Now, this is just some crude math. These are not exact numbers. But a guy like Tyson Fury is commanding $25 million a fight. A guy like Deontay Wilder is commanding $20 million a fight. Anthony Joshua, $25+ million a fight. Andy Ruiz, $10+ million a fight. Dylan White, if he ever comes back, he's cooked $5+ million a fight. You see what I'm saying? These guys, you know, Alexander Usyk, $10, $15, $20 million a fight now. So to put these guys together, you know, some major money's got to be put up for it to be guaranteed. It's an expensive division. So when you got the Saudis putting up money for Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou to fight, I've heard a rumor that Ngannou's definitely getting 8 figures. That's definite. How much over that 8 figures, we don't know, but it'll be more than he's made in one fight in several UFC fights, maybe his whole UFC career. So you can't blame him. But in a perfect world, Fury Usyk in December, they finally get Wilder versus Joshua made sometime in the beginning of the year. Now Eddie Hearn's saying March, but I don't believe nothing that comes out of his mouth anymore. I don't think he wants the Wilder fight. I think he wants to keep juicing Joshua because Matchroom's in trouble. Who's their next star? Joshua keeping that shit afloat. Deontay Wilder spark him out, which I think he will do. That's it for AJ. He's already looked at as being mentally damaged now. So anyway, in a perfect world, we would have Fury versus Usyk in December. Wilder, Joshua sometime before April next year. Then we have the winner of them fight sometime around this time next year. Whether it's Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, Usyk, damn. Wow, there's some weird scenarios there because what if Deontay Wilder spark out Anthony Joshua? Tyson Fury beat Usyk. You damn well know Tyson Fury, he's a money grabber now. You damn well know we'll see Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder 4. And it'll be for Undisputed this time. That'll be a nice little swan song for Deontay Wilder, though. Get another payday, even though he might get knocked the fuck out again. But we all know he can put Tyson Fury down. So, if the storyline is right, I would entertain Fury versus Wilder 4. If the storyline is right. Now, Usyk versus Joshua. What if Joshua beats Wilder? And what if Usyk beats Fury? Now, of course, we're not counting rematch clauses, all that bullshit. But what if Usyk beats Fury and Joshua beats Wilder? We can have fucking Joshua versus Usyk 3. Or Usyk Joshua 3. And then Joshua will be getting a shot at Undisputed again. So, you got some storylines there. Now, when you look at guys like Andy Ruiz, he's kind of cooked, because he's out of the picture right now when it comes to like fighting those 4 guys right there. It's not going to happen. You got the new bloods like Jared Anderson, the next generation basically, because between those 4 guys, those guys are retiring soon. They're not going to be around in the next. All of these guys are talking about retiring in the next couple of years. Fury, Wilder, Joshua, Usyk. So I think once they fight each other, they're not going to fight guys like Jared Anderson, Justis Huni, Martin Bakole, Fabio Wardley's, David Adelaide's. They're not going to be fighting those guys. So when it comes to the next generation of heavyweights, who is the next guy after the big 4? Justis Huni's fighting tomorrow. This weekend in Cancun on that old Shockey Foster versus Freddie Hernandez fight card. We're going to be going deep into a preview of that card tomorrow, actually. When you look at guys like Felix Hergovitz and Zhilei Zhang, I kind of count them as like in the same generation as Wilder, Joshua, Usyk, and Fury. But one of those guys is going to be a next world champion after the big 4 retires. Frank Sanchez, I don't know where to really gauge him. Jared Anderson, Daniel Dubois still kicking around out there, but is Daniel Dubois still going to be the same after taking 2 devastating losses? Like, who's going to be the next guy? It's looking like the heavyweight division is going to get stagnant again, And then the cruiserweight guys ain't looking no better for potential guys to move up to heavyweight. Ain't looking no better, Jack. Joshua needs Fury. I think Fury needs this. I think it would be a travesty if Fury and Joshua don't fight. I think they both need each other, if I'm being honest. But who needs it more? For one, Joshua's got to keep winning. It ain't getting easier for him. I thought that maybe Eddie Hearn had looked at Big Bang Zhilei Zhang as not being too much of a threat to Joshua because he was always interested in putting the fight on in China. But I don't even think he would go that route with Joshua now. Like, I'm really starting to feel that he don't want that Deontay Wilder fight, if I'm being honest, for Anthony Joshua. He still wants to keep rebuilding him. have him fight who? I wouldn't be surprised if he would like him to fight Derek Chisora, despite him saying he would like Derek Chisora to retire. Or Adeleye. Maybe Felix Hergovitz. Because he been looking a little, shaky. But then again, he did lose his pop. So, there's that. There is that. But let's switch it up a little bit. Let's go look at the... see what's going on with this Amanda Serrano weigh-in. This is women's boxing. It's 3-minute rounds. So basically, this fight is pretty much set up for Amanda Serrano to look good and knock this girl out, to lobby for 3-minute rounds, 12 3-minute rounds in the fight. And this girl don't got no like a low KO percentage and all that shit. Wait, what is this? Is this the press conference? Did the girls weigh in already? They sit down and then weigh in? Did they weigh in? What is this?
Freaking 7 times.
I don't remember this part. Why ain't these girls weighing in? They weigh in first? I feel like I missed something. I saw all this. Well, anyway, we're going to skip around that. How about that? Come back to that later. Yeah, that was me in the chat. You see, I was in the chat. Damn, they don't even got, it did him dirty. They didn't even put Eddie Hearn joint on here. Where is it at? Here we are. Let's see what they were talking about.
Well, good afternoon.
I'm looking forward to this card. This is going to be on Saturday night. Remember, Fury and Ngannou is a midday card for us here in the States. They were talking a little spicy.
Última pelea, yo vengo aquí.
They were talking spicy up here. Let's tune in.
For the weigh-in tomorrow.
And it's in Cancun.
He's not going to run.
Obviously, people talk about the skill of Shaki Foster, the power of Rocky Hernandez. That is true in a sense, but it's going to take a little bit more than that from both guys. Rocky's going to have to show skill, and O'Shaquie's going to have to take the power of Hernandez and stand and trade and go to the trenches as well.
Let's see if he tries to go to the trenches. He's going to have to. But at the end of the day, I don't think he's going to be able to take the power. That's just it. Rocky's too strong, he's too good, and he's got the ring IQ. People don't know this because Rocky is always finishing his opponents before the 6th round. But O'Shaquie's going to find out on Saturday. I wish him the best, though. He's a tremendous fighter. Don't take anything away from him. It's just Rocky's a better guy.
Bobby, welcome, my friend. I remember when we signed Regis Prograis, we were sitting in a restaurant and you said, have I got a kid that's special? And that's O'Shaquie Foster. Hasn't had the opportunity to showcase that. We've seen glimpses of it. A big platform on Saturday night, coming into, I guess, enemy territory, which he seems to have embraced so far this week as well. As you said, special fighter, and you guys confident of victory on Saturday.
Absolutely. I mean, Rocky's a good fighter, but nowhere near what Shock's getting ready to do to him. And he's labeled as one of these big punchers. Wait till Shock puts his hands on him and see. When Rocky gets clipped out.
Let's see if he tries to trade.
When Rocky gets clipped out, then you'll be like, oh, is Shock the biggest puncher now?
I just hope he doesn't run. I just hope he doesn't run the whole fight.
He's not going to run.
We let you talk.
We'll see on Saturday.
We let you talk. We let you get everything you wanted off.
You'll see when he stays in the pocket with him and starts beating him down, then you'll see. Shock's the best, most talented fighter I've ever trained, IQ-wise, super smart. Everybody's going to see Saturday night. And afterwards, they'll have to respect us.
One question, again, going back to the skill versus the power. You're confident?
No, I think it's the other way around. I think that Eddie Hearn don't want to fight for Anthony Joshua.
And with his skill, and you believe he has power as well. Do you think he wins this fight inside the distance?
I think he stops him, to be honest with you. I think he's going to stop him.
Bobby, thank you very much. Rocky, welcome. One thing is for sure, this is a big step up for you. You've beaten everybody easily, and this is your moment on Saturday night.
Sí, primero nada, bienvenido en primer lugar. Una cosa que sí que está seguro es que es una subida de escalón para ti. Has ganado todos los rivales que has enfrentado, pero sientes que es tu momento el sábado por la noche.
Buenas tardes antes que todo. Me siento muy contento de estar aquí, de que el día sábado va a haber un nuevo campeón mundial y ese soy yo. Yo no tengo miedo a nada, como lo ha dicho. Yo no sé por qué dice que tengo miedo, si por nosotros hizo la pelea. Por culpa de él se fue a subasta, no quiso pelear conmigo en su momento. Se quería pelear con Anthony Kakashka. Y no sé por qué dice que yo le tengo miedo, si por mí yo la pedí desde la última pelea. Yo vengo aquí para guerrear, yo vengo aquí por la guerra y espero él esté listo. Yo vengo de cero, vengo por todo para llevármelo a casa. Me lo voy a comer ahí el sábado, vengo por todo.
So firstly,
tengo hambre de triunfo y el día sábado lo voy a demostrar, porque voy a demostrar quién es Eduardo Rocky Hernández.
So firstly, I want to say, hello to everyone here. I want to say one thing, that on Saturday you're going to see a new world champion, and that will be me. I don't know why he's been saying that I'm scared. I'm not scared of anyone. It was his fault, the reason that this fight went to Purse, but he preferred to fight Tony Cabasco instead. So I don't know why he's saying this. I'm bringing the war on Saturday. I'm ready, and I hope he's ready for it, because I'm taking that title home, and I'm going to show on Saturday who exactly Eduardo Rocky Hernandez is.
Rocky, people talking about power versus skill, but their team say they're going to show power as well on Saturday. They think they win this fight by knockout as well. If that's the case, we're going to get a tremendous fight on Saturday.
Hemos escuchado el equipo de tu oponente está diciendo, mucha gente está diciendo que es el poder.
Jump on that, but like you said, we ain't looking past Rocky tomorrow, but I feel
in your vision,
Hector Garcia, he wanted to go take a tune-up fight instead of coming straight to the title fight. And I hope everybody understands, I took a year off before, I hadn't fought since March, and I went straight into the title fight with Regis. There's no excuses, so these guys talking about they've been wanting to fight me, it's nothing but excuses. And from real people that know the backgrounds, these guys been running from me.
And finally, I kind of get the feeling that in your vision, this is just the start of the championships for O'Shaquie Foster. I know you're not looking past Rocky Hernandez, but your vision is to be triumphant on Saturday and go and collect all the other belts at 130 pounds.
Oh, for sure. I plan on trying to unify. If I can get the opportunity to become undisputed, I will definitely, jump on that. But, like you say, we ain't looking past Rocky tomorrow, but I definitely feel like this is the beginning to the world seeing what Foster actually has to give. Like I said, the world only seen 60% of what I can do. They'll figure out a lot more on Saturday.
Well, the champion, O'Shaquie Foster, defending against Eduardo Hernandez in Cancun on Saturday, live on the Zone. It is a tremendous matchup. And thank you for making plenty of noise in here today. I'll ask you to do it one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the champion, O'Shaquie Foster, on Saturday night. And of course, a big Cancun round of applause for the challenger, Eduardo Hernandez, on Saturday night as well. We're gonna.
By the way, this fight's taking place down in Mexico, so don't be surprised if this is the fight of the day. Like, this joint gonna be rocking. This fight came together from purse bid, right? O'Shaquie Foster won the belt from beating Ray Vargas. Ray Vargas will be taking on Brandon Figueroa on the undercard of David Benavidez versus Demetrius Andrade. He's also supposed to have Jamal Charlo versus Jose Benavidez Jr. on that joint. And, yeah, looking forward to this card. What else? What else we missing? We still waiting on on what's going on with that PBC deal. Oh yeah, I'm about to forget the main title of the video. I haven't really had a chance to really talk about it, but I'm starting to really get a feeling that it's not so far off for us to see possibly Saul Canelo Alvarez take on Terrence Crawford at a catch weight. But then again, I wouldn't be surprised if it's at the full 168 pounds. Think about it like this. The king between 135, 140, 147, and you might as well say 154 versus the king of 155, 160, 168. That storyline alone sells itself. Now, Terrence Crawford has said often that he's for it. You know, recently, I remember during the fight week of, not during the fight week, during his media workout, before he fought Errol Spence, he was talking about how, here, I'll pull up that clip, how, you know, he would fight Canelo at 160, but not 168. But he's changed his tune. Now, I want to believe that Al Heyman talked to both of the fighters and been like, listen, y'all might got something there, you know, never say never. You know, especially if he's willing to do it. I mean, after all, this is a man who put together Errol Spence versus Mikey Garcia, who had a hand in putting together Canelo versus Amir Khan. So if that's not telling you something right there, and then those were fights that was like, whoa, okay, there's some intrigue there. You know, it was. Both of them were pay-per-view fights. Both of them were successes in their own right. You know, so if a Canelo versus Crawford gets announced for around September this year, I don't think it's going to be this May. Here's how I think the storyline has to play out. You would have Crawford beat Spence. I won't be surprised if that rematch happens at 154. There's no confirmation. Derek James was asked recently by Fight Hub about what the weight's going to be for the rematch, but he gave no confirmation of nothing. After all, he's the trainer. He's not a manager. He wouldn't dare. You know, he said oftentimes before in the past, that's not his place to talk about that type of stuff. You know, so he danced around it, but he never gave a straight answer. So, you know, but I wouldn't be surprised if the rematch happened at 150 or 154, because that's the type of dude Crawford is, to where, like, listen, all right, I said I couldn't beat him at when he's not drained. All right, I beat him again too. So Crawford would have to beat Spence again in a rematch whenever that happens. You have to assume that that's a huge bargaining chip for the portfolio of Premier Boxing Champions with their new network deal. Like, look, here's the fights we can offer this new broadcaster. We got the Crawford versus Spence rematch. You know, this is what the numbers did for that. We can promote it and probably try to get close to that number, but let's just stay on track. You know, we got Canelo's next fight. He's the biggest name in the sports. We got, you know, Tank Davis's fight. And then, you know, we got a potential of Crawford versus a Canelo. That shit can get you a TV deal alone. So, if, you know, Crawford beats Spence, Canelo comes back in May, you know, when he wants to come back. Word is, you know, been going around. It started with ESPN down in Mexico that he wants to look at a possible Munguia fight. Okay. Munguia was offered a fight with Canelo. Basically, he was offered to be mandatory for Canelo many times, but it was turned down. And of course, you remember where at one point in time, he was even being considered for a fight with Golovkin, but the powers that be felt he wasn't ready for a shot like that and nixed it. So, around this time next year, I won't be surprised if these guys keep winning and we see a super mega event, you know, with undisputed champion versus another undisputed champion, but this time Canelo and Crawford coming together to make a super fight. Now, I don't think that Canelo would do it at a catch weight. You know, I think he would be like, hey, why would I do that? I'm comfortable. Come all the way down. And then what money incentive because Crawford would be the clear B-side, would he be able to give Canelo to be like, all right, come down in this weight with it does, you know. So I see the fight happening in the full 168 pounds. And also I see Crawford being the type of person and fighter that will want it at the full 168 pounds. Hey, let me see if I can find that clip of him saying he was wrapping his hands. It was around this time.
You know, this is probably the first time seeing you. But
card, but
no, he wasn't in the ring.
It's very exciting for us. Hey, Terrence. I was surprised though. Why were you surprised? I don't know. It caught me off guard. I'm like, huh? How you know that?
Mac.
I'm trying to find a clip where he shoots down the fight. This was before, but he changed his mind after this.
Already.
This was a couple of weeks before Spence Crawford.
Why? What? 168? I ain't going up there.
Yeah, here we are.
I don't know. Surprised though. Why were you surprised? I don't know. It caught me off guard. I'm like, huh? How you know that? And I kind of forgot. That I even said it.
Hey, Terrence, you and Spencer are arguably the biggest fight of a generation, man. But ESPN recently put Jake Paul on the front of Sports Illustrated. How do you feel about that?
Hey, they can do what they want with their platform. Spencer, there's a coin flip in there. So do you have next and field for the ring walk? I don't know. We got to see. Do you get the pick first? Who gets the determination on calls at the field? I don't know. We ain't discussed that.
Take a little prediction on the fight. Talk about Harold has a metal shield, you have a black shield. Talk about the punch. What do you think it takes us out?
Man, we gonna see. We gonna see.
Did he get it?
He too little. He ain't fighting no real guys at 47.
What about everyone's talking about Harold fighting Canelo? Did you ever do that? Is that too much weight?
What? 168? I ain't going up there. So you got Canelo in there, right? Definitely. If he fight him at 168.
Yeah. What's the limit then, Terrence?
I don't know. School back. Go back.
Back.
We at 10 minutes? Yeah.
I think that was the only time he talked about it. That was at the media workout before the fight. But now, lately, he's changed his tune. He's been talking about it, you know, even calling Canelo out. And, you know, I don't think that he's joking. But going straight up there without a tune-up, that's pretty crazy. You know, now, how does he beat Canelo? I would just say he's going to have to play keep away. But how does he do that with all that, you know, extra weight in the ring? Now, of course, you can probably say, okay, he probably walks around at 168 pounds. Canelo, I won't be surprised. What do you guys think that Canelo comes into the ring at? If he's fighting at 168, I can see Canelo coming in at like 185. That even seems a little bit too big because Canelo's about 5'7". I wouldn't be surprised if Canelo comes into the ring around like 180 or so. You know, I would say the biggest I ever seen Canelo look was when he fought Cotto. You know, like dude was huge up in there, like huge. Let me see where that clip is at. Boy, I ain't gonna lie. If Ngannou knock out Tyson Fury, I'm gonna be like, yo, what the fuck you get, man? Bullshitting around. Should have fought Joshua Usyk already. Let's see where this tweet's at. But what we aren't seeing is we're seeing a lot of people saying Crawford don't have a chance. Like he's just too.
Fight sort of next. Do you think that's a realistic possibility for Crawford, and do you think he could actually get the win against Canelo?
If Terrence wants to do it, he will do it. And if Terrence wants to do it, he knows he can do it. I would actually be betting on Terrence Crawford to win that fight.
See, it's already cooking.
About a fight with.
It's already cooking.
He didn't fight his fight.
You feel like he was already scared going into the fight, like he was already defeated?
I don't know if he was scared or not, but
It's already cooking. I think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen.
Canelo in the future and wanting that.
I don't think Crawford will be able to stop him.
Floor with Terrence. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, that's Bob's opinion. Bob is wrong sometimes and he's right sometimes. So I
your
can't.
opinion?
My opinion, I already told y'all. I think that Bud outboxed the shit out of Canelo.
We just asked Bob.
It's cooking. I believe it's gonna happen. I believe. What are they saying? Oscar been hating.
Canelo? Terrence Crawford will beat Canelo anytime. Just with the skill set alone, Terrence Crawford is a master. He will make him look like a child. And that's just my boxing experience.
Damn. Oscar, you got damn. Oscar, what Canelo do? What Canelo do? Yeah, but you know, Gilly said it best. Terrence Crawford looked like he just like do nothing but box and go home and fix cars and, you know, take out motherfucking steering columns and shit. Like, he's a strong looking dude. I wouldn't be surprised if he could take Canelo's best shot to the body and just eat it. But you know, as the saying goes, they have weight classes for a reason. They have weight classes for a reason. But I think with the right amount of money, that fight's going to happen. Like, if I was to say today, I feel that it's an 80% chance we're going to see Canelo versus Crawford if they both keep winning. And it's going to be a mega fight. It ain't going to be no. I can see 1.3, 1.4, maybe even. I'm not going to say 1.5 million pay-per-view buys. I'm not going to say that. But I definitely see a million. That's going to be crazy. Now, as far as Crawford is concerned, he's got to let the WBO know if he's going to hold on to his 147-pound title or not. He's got mandatories lining up. And if he does decide to move to 154, he'll be made Tim Tsz유's mandatory. Now, if Jermell Charlo comes back and fights Bakram Murtazaliev, they got a purse bid coming up, by the way. If Jermell Charlo comes back sometime at the beginning of the year and fights Bakram Murtazaliev, he can keep his WBC, WBA, and IBF belts. And then he can fight Tim Tszyu, and that'll be for Undisputed again. That can all happen by this time next year. He could be two-time Undisputed champion. Then Jermell Charlo would be back in the mix for Terrence Crawford. So Terrence Crawford can have 3 golden fights. He can have the Errol Spence fight. It's like it's the rematch. Okay. He can have Spence 2. The Canelo fight. If he beat Canelo, he'll be undisputed at 168 pounds. Then if Jermell Charlo does what he has to do, he can be undisputed 2 times. Crawford versus Charlo early to mid 2025 can fight for undisputed at 154 pounds. Terrence Crawford can have been undisputed at by that time. By spring of 2025, follow me. Spring of 2025, Crawford could have been undisputed. He could retire being undisputed at 140, former undisputed at 147, undisputed at 168 pounds, and undisputed at 154 pounds to close out everything. Wild. So there's a lot of money there to be made if he's really serious. Now, I don't think he'll ever see Boots Ennis. I think that fight is not going to happen. You know, it depends on... And Terrence Crawford, he's already talking about retirement. You know, but he can go out Like, I'm going to go ahead and say it. If he pulls that off, he's going to pass Floyd Mayweather. That's it. I'm saying it now. If he pulls that off, he can surpass Floyd Mayweather. 3 fights. Spence, Canelo, whoever's undisputed at 154, even if it is Tim Tszyu. Floyd did dance circles around John Ruiz. I watched that fight on the chip box. I watched that fight illegally on the chip box. You know, what did Roy weigh in at? Roy came into the ring like 198, or was it 194? I don't remember. But all he did was box. But remember, though, Roy was never the same when he went back down. He was never the same. Like, he was never the same. And Antonio Tarver polished off that era of Floyd Mayweather. I mean, not Floyd Mayweather, Roy Jones. But with that being said, let me get up out of here because I got a busy weekend. We are going to be covering that Amanda Serrano card tomorrow. We are going to be here for the Fury and Ngannou weigh-in tomorrow and the Yoshaki Foster versus Rocky Hernandez weigh-in tomorrow. And I feel like it's something else. And then we're going to be here on Saturday covering the Fury and Ngannou card and the Rocky Hernandez fight later on that night. So, you know, we're getting back into the groove. For those who don't know, my channel was suspended for 3 months. We just got back the very first week of August. So it takes time for the YouTube algorithm to start like pumping your content up. So how do you beat it? You got to produce content. So in order for me to get momentum and get the channel back recognized by YouTube and my videos being promoted, I got to like start putting out content, you know, to get the algorithm on the channel moving. But with that being said, expect more content. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I'm TstreeT Controversy with 5U360.